Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a single layer hair bonnet with band. So this we are not using elastic, and trust me, it is comfortable and easy to sleep with. Okay, so please stay tuned and enjoy. Hi, you're welcome, and I'll be using this satin to make our satin hair bonnet or our sleep bonnet. Okay, so I got 1.5 yard of satin, which is going to produce two caps for me. So now you fold it this way first, as you can see, then you fold it again, just the way we do when you are cutting a circle skirt. Okay, so you fold into four places. You first fold into two and fold again in order to get a square. Okay, so you make sure your edges are like this, then you measure. Okay, so for an adult size, you can go for between 10 and 13. 13 will be big. So if you want something moderate, 11, between 11 and 12. Okay, so since the first one I folded was a bit higher, so I went back. So now I'll be using 11.5. So I'll keep adjusting the tip just like so and mark round. You can see it's going in a circle. Okay, so make sure you cross check your measurements and you have a perfect square first. So this is what I have. Then you blend it, secure it with pin so that while cutting it won't slide away. So this is it. I have a cone shape, then I'll open it from a cone shape to a full circle. You can see this is a full circle, 360-degree circle. Then after cutting, you fold it into two. Okay, you fold it into two just like this. Then you pick at the center. I measured about two. You can measure between 2.5 3 inches. Okay, and the other way also 2.5 or 3 inches. You just need to create a little opening there. So we'll go ahead and cut it open. Okay, yes, so this is just to create an opening at the back. So now you go on and create a belt. So I measured about 5.5 inches. Between 5 and 6 inches is okay, because it's going to be on fold. So this, I opened this up, so by the time you fold it, you should have about 2.5 inches or 2 inches. It depends on how wide you want the belt to be. Okay, so this is done. So we have the cap. So the size of the belt, it depends. So these I just using my remaining fabric, which is about 70 something. Yes, because I got 1.5 yards. So you can measure your head circumference. Then the adult head circumference is about 21 inches, between 21 and 23 inches. So you can just times 3 of it, or how long you want the belt to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and stitch. Okay, so now on the sewing machine, this is the circle that will cut out, as you can see. I'm sorry, the sewing is not so bright, so but just go ahead with me, you understand. So I went for a bias, the color of a bias that is corresponding to this, or almost. Then I want the bias to be inside. Okay, so that means I start sewing from the right side of the fabric. Details on how to sew with a bias tape, I have a video on it on the channel, you can check it out. Okay, so I'm going to stitch the bias on this opening in order to secure it. Okay, since it's not a reversible bonnet. If it's a reversible bonnet, you won't need this. You'll just use the other fabric to turn, but this is just a single layer. Okay, so then you secure it properly. You top stitch at the other end, which I've done. So this is how it will look like, and the color also is not helping, so please bear with me. Then we'll go ahead and run a loose stitch on the edge of the fabric, probably on the right side or anywhere, but all we need is just to gather this circle back to the head size. So I run a loose stitch and I will use my hand to gather it. If you have a gathering foot, you can use it. So I'll be using my free hand to pull the fabric together. So you do that carefully so that the thread will not cut. Okay, So go on and do that. So when you think you've achieved the actual size, you can go ahead and measure with your tape. So for an adult size, like I said, between 21 and 23 inches should be okay. So once you've achieved your actual size, then you go ahead and spread the gathered fabric evenly. Make sure one side is not so gathered than the other part. Then the belt that I created that we're going to use to finish the edge, it's going to be on fold. So I went ahead and iron into two. Then another thing you can do, you can also iron in an half inch on both sides. Then again, I went ahead to trim off the thick parts of the satin. So what I'm going to do now is to find the midpoint of this belt. Then I notch. So note please, I only notch at the open part, not the part that is on fold. Then I'll go ahead and pick the fabric also, as in the cap, and mark the midpoint using my chalk. So you might want to avoid notching with your scissors not to affect the fabric. So you can just use your chalk to mark the midpoint. So the purpose of this is to enable me connect, attach the belt and the cap. Let them start from the midpoint. So I pin it down. Then you go ahead and pin it all around. This is to help you secure it. Make sure it's edge to edge. That's one edge of the belt. One edge of the belt, you attach it. That will be the right side of the belt attached to the inside of the cap. I hope you get it. The right side of your belt attached. Now the belt is open, it's not fold. Why doing this? So you pick the right side of your belt and attach to the inside, because we are start sewing from the inside of the cap before we now turn it over and top stitch on the right side. So now I'm stitching on half inch allowance. Make sure the belt and the cap are edge to edge, they're on the same level. So then remember to return your stitch to your actual stitching number, not the loose stitch. So this is what it looks like. So stitch on half inch. So now I'll go ahead and turn it to the right side. Turn the cap to the right side. And now take the second edge, the second end of the cap, you see. So you go ahead and fold that part inward, and also the both sides of the satin. You fold half inch inside also. This is to enable us top stitch and also for us to have a clean edge. Please, it's important. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Okay. Trust me, you'll enjoy this bonnet because it's not so heavy. It's not like the reversible type that you have to combine two satin. Originally satin is heavy, so now combining two satin on your head, to me it's somehow. So I devised this mix and I realized it's good. It's cool. While sleeping, it won't fall off your head. So you can try it out and share your experience. And the hole at the back to allow your head to breathe. Honestly, and it's to also give more room for no matter the size, for the size of your hair, you understand. So now you go ahead and top stitch carefully. So you remove the pin as you sew along. Okay, this is it. And also at the edge of the You tuck it in properly and top stitch so that you closed any open part. Okay, so this is it. Our hair bonnet is ready. It's comfortable and it's easy. So with 1.5 yard of fabric of satin, I was able to produce two. So it's also economical. So I hope this video is helpful. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.